Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Retire Inspired. My name is Sam, and I am the channel host. Hope you're having a good day today. I'm having a fairly decent day myself. I am over here at my place that I have referred to in the past as my Airbnb, but recently I've been using it as a place to list stuff on eBay and just kind of store stuff getting ready to be put into my eBay inventory. So I wanted to show you guys my progress. I showed you on my last video that I had a tree in my backyard that the top had been knocked out of it because of some rough winds that we had in our area. And so I'm making a little progress I'm going to share with you. I got the chainsaw out. I have a little Craftsman chainsaw that I use. I am not good with chainsaws, guys. I don't know about you, but I have the worst time with chainsaws. I've had two Husqvarna chainsaws that I bought, and both of them are totally locked up. Chains will not go. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong, but this Craftsman so far has done a pretty good job. I'm making some progress with this tree. You see, I've been cutting it up into manageable pieces. I still have some more pieces to cut, but the largest pieces are over here. I'm trying to get them cut up. I want to be able to burn them in my fire pit, burn the ones that are decent size in my fire pit. When it gets colder weather, I'll have plenty of firewood. But this is what's left of the tree top. It's, I'm making some progress on it. I'm cutting it a little bit as I go. I can't get back here to cut this grass. Look how tall it is. I can't get back here to cut it right now because of all this debris that's in the backyard. But I'll show you the top of that tree again. See, it's totally missing. It fell. And I've got a couple of branches that are just kind of teetering that are broken off. These branches are fairly large branches, and they're just broken off and teetering, hanging off of this branch. And then I still have my little danger situation right here where this large branch is just barely on the edge of the roof of this storage building. So yeah, I'm trying to get a little bit done here. Haven't made a video in a couple weeks. I do apologize for that. I've been quite busy and, quite frankly, not in much of a mood to be making videos. Sorry to tell you that, but I haven't been in the mood to make videos recently, and so I haven't. But this morning I got out while the weather was still not too hot, and I cut four yards. I cut the yard here in the front. I cut my yard. I cut the yard across the street from my house, and so that's 2 yards there between mine and the next door house to ours, which is also ours, and the one across the street, that's 3 yards, and then this one. And then I cut over there at what I call my headquarters, where I sell eBay products out of. But yeah, that's what's been keeping me busy: cutting grass, cutting trees, listing on eBay, and just doing what I do. I have been out to a couple of different places where I found items, really cool items, to be honest with you. I got this, and I'm going to show you this as I'm talking about it. This really cool antique cash register. It's early 1900s, but it's a really cool antique cash register. And I'll let you see a little bit of footage so you can see what it looks like. But I just love antiques. I've also picked up a couple of different items on Facebook Marketplace. That register was, the cash register was a Facebook Marketplace pickup. And so I picked up, yard sales have not been too great lately. So I haven't picked up a whole lot of yard sale items, but I have been able to get out and get a couple of Facebook Marketplace pickups. So I've been staying pretty busy, and basically just doing the things that I do. Can't say it's been real exciting around here. Nothing real exciting to share with you, but I just wanted to touch base with you guys and let you know that I'm still around. Oh, I did get this, let me turn this around. I did get this vintage CRT TV, and it does work. It is a Mickey Mouse Disney CRT, and I paid $150 for this. And when I bought it, the guy said that it had a, I'll turn it on here. Well, I have to plug it in order to turn it on. But when I bought it, the guy said it had a magnet around the corner there. The guy said it had a spot right here in the corner because of the magnet that was near it. He said it was stored near a magnet. But I took the back of this handle that I have for the camera that I'm using, and it has this very strong magnet on it where I can put it on stuff. And I turned it on. I rubbed the magnet on there. It's a very strong magnet, and it got rid of the spot. So I want to show you how it looks now that I got rid of the spot. See, looks really good now. There's no discoloration on the screen at all. It's a good looking TV. I figure I could probably sell this. I'm not going to try to put it on eBay because it's such a heavy item. These are speakers, these ears, they actually come off. So that's a speaker, and see, there's the jack that it goes into. So my goal for this is to put it in the flea market booth and sell it for about $350, which is about what it's worth. I also picked up this Nintendo Switch on a Facebook Marketplace find here recently. Paid $100 for it. Came with 3 games. One of them is a Pokemon game that's worth about $30, and then another game is a Mario Kart 8, which is about $30. So I should make $100, $120 on the Switch, and then another $60 to $90 on the 3 games that came with it. So I'm still outsourcing, still picking up items, and carrying on with my eBay. Even though sourcing has been very slim with the yard sales, I have managed to pick up a few Facebook finds recently, and so that's how I'm keeping up with things. I did a lot of this stuff came from thrift stores. I buy these Barbies they come in bags with 8 or so in there for about $6. I buy these Barbies. These are all nude. They don't have any clothes on them. But I do have a bag of accessories and a bag of clothes here. And I have some other Barbie clothes. I could get them clothed and put them in my booth and sell them for $8 a piece. That's what I normally do. And this is also a in one of those bags. This is one of the Monster High dolls, which they go for a little bit more. But I have a lot of plush, these Hot Wheels, and all the Guardian of the Galaxy stuff came from an estate sale. The Guardian of the Galaxy plush here. And here's another Guardian of the Galaxy plush. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to list these on eBay or if I'm going to put them in my booth. The plush do pretty good in the booth. Got this guy. He came from that same, this is Jeff Gordon plush. Came from the same estate sale. And if you're local Montgomery native, this is the Montgomery Biscuits Montgomery has a baseball team called the Montgomery Biscuits, and this is one of its mascots. It's called Big Mo, and he's an anteater. Now I don't know what anteaters have to do with biscuits, but this is the main mascot for the Montgomery Biscuits. It's a biscuit. It's a biscuit, and its tongue is butter. But that is a authentic product. I don't think it would sell anywhere outside Montgomery, but that may go to the booth as well. And then I got some, see, this is Rocket Raccoon, Guardian of the Galaxy. All the Guardian of the Galaxy stuff came from the same estate sale. The woman's daughter, she had cystic fibrosis, and she passed away at an early age of, I think she was like 23 or something like that. Way too young. And that came from the same estate sale. It's a Marvel wall plaque, wall hanging thing. And a DVD set came from Goodwill. It was $5. Just a bunch of random stuff, nothing really high dollar items, no major high dollar items, but got these jack-o'-lantern things to carry. The kids carry their candy in for Halloween. Halloween's coming up pretty soon, and so maybe I bought those for $1 a piece. Maybe I could get a $5 a piece off of them, maybe, possibly. We'll see. But so yeah, I've been just doing my thing, cutting grass, posting on eBay. Haven't done a lot with my rentals. I need to do more with my rentals. I've got one that is vacant right now, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, and it's actually listed on Airbnb, but I have the calendar blocked so nobody can rent it. Montgomery is getting ready to do something with Airbnb. If my opinion is they're about to shoot themselves in the foot, because they are going to start charging Airbnb owners like $500 for an inspection fee, and then they're going to have to go through an inspection process and all that in order to be approved to have an Airbnb in the city of Montgomery. And then they're already getting occupancy tax, but they're going to make it where you can only have one Airbnb per street, which is ridiculous. That is going to cut down on the number of people, the restrictions that they're planning on putting on the Airbnb homeowners. That's really going to cut down on the number of people who want to have Airbnbs in Montgomery. And maybe that's their goal, is because they do say that there are not as many long-term rentals in the city as they would like to see, and that there's a housing crisis and a shortage in the city of Montgomery. I don't see it. I really don't. But that's what they're saying. And so, city of Montgomery, I am so fed up with this city. They're putting their nose in where it doesn't belong and trying to dictate to the citizens what they can do with their own property that they've already paid for. It really irritates the stew out of me. But I digress. So, I got lots of things to do today. I've got to ship out a PlayStation 3 that sold yesterday. I sold a baseball hat, and I also sold, today, I sold another item. I can't even think of what it was. But I got to get those things shipped out, so I'm going to go take care of that. Just wanted to touch base with you guys, let you know that I'm still thinking about you. And I do apologize for not putting out a video the last couple of weeks, and I've also not done any lives the last couple of weeks either. This Sunday I do plan on doing a live on my Retire Inspire channel, which is this channel here. And I also plan on doing a live on Monday. That's my goal, is to do the live on Sunday, and then on Monday afternoon I'll do a What Sold video on my Alabama Pickers channel, so that you guys can see what I've been selling in my eBay store. I know that that's for retirement channel. That's not what this channel is about. That's why I started the Alabama Pickers channel, so that you guys, so that I could still share my reselling journey with you guys. But for those of you who are not interested in that sort of thing, you don't have to watch it. You can, unless you want to, you can go to that channel and watch those videos, or you can just hang out here and spend time with me here on my Retire Inspire channel. I don't have a lot of plans for the near future. I'm just kind of, floating right now. I need to get more intentional with my goals for the year, because I haven't really done a whole lot this year. The first of the year really messed me up again with the city, where they had me move my storage buildings. So I had to move those storage buildings. That cost me about $5,000 or $6,000 to build the fence around the back part of the shop there. And then there's a video for that too, if you want to go back and look at it. But I had to build the fence, get the fence built. I didn't build it myself. I had to pay for it. And then I had to pay somebody to move 4 storage buildings, 14 by 27 long, out to that location. So now I got them all moved. And so I missed out on some things that I wanted to do earlier in the year, but I did get to do a little bit of traveling later on. As you know, you saw my videos where I went to Tennessee, and I got to spend a little bit of time with the mountain man up there and his wife, Eddie and Mary, and got to meet them, and got to spend some time with my friend John Ward up there with the Appalachian Channel. And so that was nice. I want to be able to make another trip here in the very near future. So I do want to also do some videos here in the Montgomery area. I think there's some stuff that I can share that is here in the city of Montgomery. There's so many things to see and do here, and I want to make some more videos of some of that stuff, but right now I've just been so busy, I haven't had the time to do that. But hopefully in the very near future I'll be able to do some stuff like that. So I guess I'm gonna close out this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it. If you did, give me a like and a thumbs up, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video, and some of the things that I've shown you on here that I found here locally on Facebook Marketplace. Let me know what you think of those things as well. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Hope you guys are doing great. I'm going to try to do better about putting videos out. I've just been so busy recently. So You guys don't give up on me. Keep coming back to see me. And I guess I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, you guys take care. Love you. Bye-bye.